Hi folks, welcome. As you probably know, I live here in the north of Italy, in Turin, and the situation around me is very scary. I'm so scared about coronavirus right now that I start to psychosomatic effects all the news I listen in television. Every time I listen a doctor talking about the symptoms of coronavirus, I start to feel them on myself and then they go away. Is everything in my mind? I'm so stressed right now, and I really hope you are stressed as well. Right now I'm talking to you as a friend. Take it very seriously. Even if in your state there aren't so many cases about coronavirus, take it seriously. At this point in Italy we have a very huge problem, and it's about hand hygienizer and face mask are almost impossible to find them right now in the shops, and if you find them are so overpriced. For example, you can buy face mask on internet for about 85 euro, which is almost $100 for one face mask. And it's crazy, really. Fortunately, police are hunting for people that are overpricing these items, and you also risk to go in jail if you overprice these very important things. At this point, I order on internet 15 of this face mask. I'm waiting, they ship it at home. And right now I was thinking about a method to make a face mask so effective that can kill virus. So I will call it a high-tech mask, and I really need also your help and your suggestion about this project. So everything will start with a plexiglass tube that costs only $5. So let's get started with the tutorial.
I decided to use a transparent pipe. This is plexiglass, so you can see better all the procedure of this project. This measures 5 by 60 centimeters. With a marker I can mark the middle part, and on both sides at 9 centimeters apart I can mark 2 dots. On these dots I can drill using a drill bit 2 holes. These holes will be used to mount a rubber band so that I can keep the mask on my face. But later on you will understand better what I'm talking about. The idea is to bend the plexiglass pipe using a heat gun. Luckily for me, this isn't the first project I'm doing with plexiglass, so I'm pretty sure that once I try to bend it, it will be squished here in the middle and the airflow will be too much restricted and will not work anymore. So the solution to avoid the restriction of the plexiglass is to take some foam. This is a pillow from a chair. Fold it around, make like a sausage, and put it in the middle part of the tube. This will solve the problem of the squishing of the pipe, and airflow will be not stopped. Let's take now a head from a mannequin and secure it here on my workbench so that it is much heavier and I can work on it. I can heat up evenly with my heat gun all the pipe. This took some time, it took me around 8 minutes to heat it up evenly, and now I'm making sure to put it in the right position, exactly on the nose and on the mouth of the mannequin. I can press securely the plexiglass pipe on the face. The face of the mannequin is a bit small compared to my head. I'm a very big man. I weigh more than 100 kilos, so I make sure to keep it a little bit wider, so that also my big head can fit inside the mask later on. I can remove now the pillow, and now let's see how it came out. I'm pretty happy on the result. I can clearly see the shape of the nose, the mouth and the cheeks. So let's see now if this fits also around my head. And yes, there are no problems. The idea of keeping it a little bit wider, it works great. Now let's trace a rough shape of my nose and mouth, and now taking much more care, I trace exactly the shape of my nose and the mouth. On this pink line I can use a small drill and a mill to cut away the plexiglass and cut away open the part where I can fit my nose and my mouth. Be careful, don't scratch the plexiglass, remove the sharp parts so that I don't cut my mouth, and using a metal file I make everything round so it's much more comfortable. The mask right now is very long, so I mark a point here where there are my ears, and using my band so I can cut away the excess of the mask. Be careful, don't throw away the excess of this plexiglass tube, because later on I will use them to make air filter for this mask as well. You can clearly see now the mask is becoming smaller, which means it's lighter and also more comfortable to wear. So I bought on Amazon these two LED strips. These LEDs are UV light. Unfortunately, in video you cannot really see the brightness of these LEDs, but I guarantee you in real life are very, very bright. So let's take them open, remove the bottom caps where there's also the connector, I will use it later, and also take apart the inner strip where the LEDs are mounted. These are mounted on an aluminum base, which works like a heatsink, and it's very easy to bend it because I want to put them inside the mask, so I can use my fingers. It's very, very soft to bend it and make a round shape so that I can insert it inside the mask. In this case I'm working with the parts I cut away earlier just because it's a test piece. I don't want to scratch my mask, so make sure that everything fits perfectly before putting it inside the mask. You can clearly see that the LEDs now that are in a round shape are much more powerful because all the LEDs lights are pointing in the same direction, so it's so bright that also the marker becomes like a light bulb. So I can install the LED strips in both ends of the mask, one on the right and one on the left. And now let's take something differently. I'm talking about these PC fans. This has a diameter of 5 centimeters, which means it can be mounted inside the inner tube without problems. I don't even have to use glue to keep it in place. It's just the friction fit is so precise. So push it with the fingers until I reach the LED strips and push it 1 inch more in the bottom. So in this little space I will install the filter later on. Let's take the connector I took apart from the LEDs, and I can glue it here on the bottom part, one on the right and one on the left, and use this connector to power up both the fan and the LED strips. So using a soldering iron I can secure the cables together. Now let's take the original USB cable. This will be plugged in this power bank. This power bank has 2 outputs, which means it's very important because I can then power on with only one power bank both the fans and both the LED strips. So I connect the cables and here we are. This is the result. The fan spins very well and I can clearly feel the airflow coming out from the mouth opening I made earlier. I then can cover everything for an aesthetic reason with some black tape, and this is how it looks like. At this point, let's take a rubber band. I will use this to secure the mask to my face, to my head. And you remember the 2 holes we made at the beginning? These holes are made to keep in place this cord. I will cut it later on. I will use only a couple inches of this just to stitch it in place the rubber band. I will use a needle to do this and sew the rubber band into the cables. Okay, so this is the result, and I can mount it in my head without problems. Already tested. Let's take the remaining parts of the plexiglass tube I cut at the beginning and put it on a mask. Cover the mask around the plexiglass and secure it with some electrical tape. These are the filters that helps me to filter the air more. So are mounted. This is also a friction fit inside. Okay, let me take away the mask. This is how it looks like.
how to make it, you see how to make it. I think that UV light can really solve the problem. I don't know, I really need also your advice about it, because I'm not an expert. I'm an expert of building things, but I'm not an expert about bacteria and viruses. And I think it works because UV light interacts with bacteria and virus in a very interesting way. It doesn't kill them. It just stops them the possibility to multiplicate themselves. So if a virus passes through the UV light and gets into my mouth, the virus is still alive but cannot multiplicate itself. So I don't get sick. That's it, okay? You also use UV light probably also in your house. You don't even know it because it's used inside water pipes. There is a very interesting filter that is inside the water and kill all the bacteria and the virus into the water. We use also the same thing in aquarium to clean up the water, or in pond to kill the bacteria from the pond. And also surgical equipment are sterilized by UV light. Also tattoo gun from tattoo artists are cleaned with the same method. So I'm pretty sure that UV light can sterilize things. The only thing is that I don't know if 2 strips of LED are enough to kill the virus, to stop the virus. Probably I should cover all the mask with LEDs, but this is too much energy consuming for a small power bank. And another solution can be just to slow down the airflow inside the mask, putting like a maze made of plexiglass, so the air pass inside this maze and have to pass all around, and the UV light have enough time to kill and stop the virus inside. I don't know, I don't want to patent this thing, I just want to share with you this, because I think that in this moment everything can be helpful for everybody. So I never know, maybe there's somebody more expert than me that can mass produce these things and give them to doctors, medics that are working against this very bad virus. So I hope for it, really. So let me know here in the comments below if you are an expert about it, or if you just have any suggestion about how to improve the face mask. Yes, I leave you with a donation funding that we open up here in Italy about donating money to the hospitals. That's the reason why I decided to monetize the video, so that I can help the hospitals here in Torino and in my country to fight against coronavirus. Okay, I hope you got inspiration from this project as always, and I leave you with my 2 previous projects. So check them out and see you next week with another do-it-yourself tutorial. Ciao ciao! Ancora andate a vederli.